Hi everybody. So this is a tutorial on the new PRA converter, the teleport converter basically. This is a rather long tutorial, so let me get to the gist of it for those people that know how the PRABox system works. Place a GiftBox number 1, the small one, where you want to log off. Place a GiftBox small number 2 in editor where you want to find yourself when you log back in. Do that as many times as you like, making sure there's one gift box number 1 small and another small gift box number 2 for each location, even number, all matching, and then run it through. And as long as you go 1 2 1 2, then you make a JSON out of that, an object spawner JSON, slap it in here, and it will make the converted file. So that's the gist of it. But the rest of this is for people that want to know more about how this file works and how to put all the files in properly. So let's begin. So here we are in editor, and I've placed a little tower right there as like a transmitter. I've placed a little sewer cover right there just so people know where to stand. And I've placed a gift box small number 1 about just like an inch, 2 centimeters above where the sewer cover is, so people know where to stand. And then I've went ahead and placed a second box up here in these apartments. So let's head up here, and it's right here. Alright, so we see we've got another tower right there. And then down below here in a little bathroom, I've placed another sewer cover and another gift box. This one is a gift box small 2 because that's going to be the landing place. Gift box 1 is for logging off. Gift box 2 is where you're going to be logging back in and where you're transported to. So we're going to get this a little more centered. And this one is really important that you want to get it a little bit above so people land properly and can actually spawn in properly. So let's go ahead and save that. And now we've saved the other box is right here. So let's head over here, and we are in this little village here somewhere in Tulga. Let's get you closer. You're right there. There we go. So we've placed this other one over here. We've got another tower. And we've got the second gift box one is right here. So this is another log off area. And that one goes all the way up here. So let's head up there. Any day now, editor. Alright. Oh, it's laggy today. Alright, I need to restart. Alright, so we've got another tower right here. We've got inside this little guy. This is going to be the landing spot. This is another gift box 2, so that's going to be the landing spot. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and you can go ahead and export this to an object spawner and then put it wherever that you want. And we will put video test for this, call that one. I'm also going to make a init.c because we're going to try something else with this to make it a little easier. And so let's go ahead and save this as test video as opposed to the other one. Alright, and then we're going to pull those and open those guys up in Notepad++. Alright, on the DayZ BoosterZ website here, and we want to click on PRA converter. Now from here we can just grab this JSON that we made and plop it right in there, and we've got the file all set up. We can copy to clipboard, we can open up Notepad+ and just slap it in here and then save the file as JSON with a particular name, and we're all set. But that object spawner is going to have all the gift boxes still in there. So we would need to either take them out like so each and every one, which is no big deal, or just have the empty gift boxes spawn in. But it's a lot easier if you just open up the init.c file and you just separate those gift boxes out. So if I take these and I copy them, then I can go over here to the DayZ BoosterZ website and go down here to the init.c to P3D converter, which is just the spawn object converter, but it also does P3Ds. So I can copy that in there and then convert and then export it from here. We don't need this file, so I can just throw it into downloads, and I don't even have to rename it. So from here I can just open up the file and go back over here to the PRA converter, just grab the file, throw it in there, and it automatically only takes out those gift boxes, and we're all set. We copy that and it'll be the exact same as this one, and there we go. And then we can just go back to that init.c, take these that are only going to be our spawn objects, copy those, and go back to this init.c to P3D, which is spawn objects. We can pop them in there and then convert, and now we've got a JSON without those gift boxes. And then we can just export as JSON and go ahead and save it to whatever folder you're going to save it into. Alright, so what do we do with this file? Well, open up your folder, your mission folder. So here we are, Turnerus plus mission folder, and if you don't already have one, make a custom folder. CUSTOM. Enter. Now we have a custom folder. We're going to want to save it in that folder right there as a JSON. So what I suggest that you name this file. Well, first let's get to the right folder. It's in desktop here, and then we're down here in videos, Turnerus plus. We're within the custom folder. I suggest, just like your loadouts, I suggest naming them starting with loadout underscore whatever the file name is. For this, I suggest whatever you feel like, but I put transport underscore, and I'll just call this apartment, and then we'll put in shed. We can get more specific than that later, but we have other places to put it as well. And name it as a .json, and then save. Alright, so what is this folder? Well, this is from the Sakal map. So what this does is it transports you from a place you're not supposed to be into a place that's a little better to be in. That's all you need to know about that. No spoilers. So this first numbers right here, that's the area of the PRABox. That's where you're standing when you log off, and then you disappear when you log back in and you go to wherever your new destination is. This is the X, so that is like west to east. So that's 2 meters. The 2 is in meters. This is the height, the middle, the Y. So that is 1.5 meters. And then this one down here, that's 2 meters. That's the Z, the north to south. So it's just 2 meters by 1.5 by 2 meters. You can make it smaller, you have to be more scrunched in, or you can make it broader and you can fit more people, just depending on what your needs are. This next number here, that is the YPR, the yaw, pitch, and roll. Really the only thing that matters most of the time, unless you're getting really crazy, is going to be the yaw. That's the turn, like you're turning a wheel, going left and right, like oscillating. So I just put that at 90, since this is just a box. 90 degrees is still nothing. It's, it's just like 180 or 360. You're just so it's just there to point out what the yaw is. And this is the first box right here. So this is these first PRABoxes. This is where you log out. So we know that one is at that apartment from where we placed it. If you don't if you want to make sure, you can copy that. You can open up iSurvive and you can paste it in there. You'll have to take out this height in the middle. Just delete it, enter, and yep, there we are in the Vestovo apartment thing that we, the tenement building there that we put there. So that's where that is at. And then this other one is that you can just do the same thing. That's where that shed is in the little village. And then this one here, let's just make sure we can copy that. We can bring it over to iSurvive, paste it in there, get rid of that height, and then yep, there it is. It's that apartment way up there. All right. So these are the safe positions. This is the landing positions right here. So the first one of these will go to that one. And then the second one of these will go to that one. That's when these are all even. It gets kind of wonky when you try to put in multiple safe positions and odd number things. You're going to wind up transporting to whatever the nearest thing is. So I prefer it to do it in even numbers, and that way you know exactly where you're going. And so this is going to be in the custom folder, but we need to also mention this in the CFG gameplay. So we'll get to that one next. All right, in the mission folder of your server, go ahead and open your CFG gameplay. And we're going to need a file path in here so it knows where to grab that info for the PRABox stuff. So where we're going to get that is, let's go ahead and look here on the GitHub of Bohemia Interactive for the DayZ. This is the Sakal mission folder. This is their CFG gameplay right here. And down here you can see it's player restricted area files right here, and it's talking about, it looks like it's going to some sort of PRA folder. That's the PRA folder is right up here, and inside that is this warhead storage JSON. This is the same file that we're working with, and it needs to get referenced to this PRA folder in the PC version of Sakal, but we need this to be active in the custom folder because that's all we got to work with for console. So what we want to do is just go ahead and copy this, or I'm going to go ahead and open this guy, and I'll go ahead and download this and open it, and we can see down here we've got the player restricted area files. I'm going to go ahead and copy that, and it looks like it goes right beneath the wetness weight modifiers in world data. So let's go down to here, and after that, and I copied that comma right there, so you need to have a comma after that because the last one does not have a comma. So now we added that, but this has to change because we only got a custom folder. So let's go ahead and name that oops, make sure and spell it correctly. So custom, and then we have a specific name for ours, don't we? So let's go ahead, I'm going to click rename, and then we can just copy this and cancel the rename, and we can just take that out and paste this in. So custom folder transport underscore apartment shed, just like that, then click save. The other file that we're going to want in the custom folder is that object spawner that we had made earlier for the transmitter and the little sewer cover so people know where to stand. So what we're going to do is we're going to want to save that in the same folder, which is here in the custom folder. We need to get that name, so let's go ahead and copy that, save it, and then we want to go back over to that CFG gameplay, and right here in the object spawner array we're going to want to put in a quotation mark, and we're going to want to type in custom because that's the file path that it's going to, and then we can go ahead and paste in that copy that we just did, and we can see and save it, and we can see it's in the custom folder / and then the file name .json, and then it closes off with the quotation mark as well. And then we save it, and you know what? Let's pop this on to the server and see what happens. Alright, it would be a good idea to validate these JSONs. So let's go ahead and get these validated. Let's copy that one before we put it on the server and take it over to the DayZ BoosterZ website, take it down to the JSON validator, go ahead and validate it, and you can also copy to clipboard, and what it'll do is it'll prettify it for you if it's not already prettified, and validate it and make a little comment down here. You can use these comments here to say things like where the file's going. So you can say apartment to apartment. You can put in south to north. Just get it, however specific you want to put. I'm just going to put shed to shed, we'll just say. And you can make a second comment if you like. You can just copy that one, and you can put a little comma, and then you can put even more information in there. But now that we've messed with it, now we have to validate it again. It's like a never-ending process. All right, so we'll leave that as is. We'll go ahead and validate the gameplay as well. And we can just refresh it, and let's validate that guy. And I'm going to go ahead and copy to clipboard again on the gameplay, and I'm going to take it out and then paste it back in. And again, it'll put this little down here, but it also prettifies it, so it changes the format a little bit. And actually, I find this much easier, because if you wanted to add a second player restricted file, all you have to do is copy this like that, and then put a little comma, and then you just need to put the new name of the next file that you're there, but you don't need that. But see, now that I've messed with it, I have to validate it again. Is it still valid? It is! Thank God! And while we're at it, we'll go ahead and validate this guy here as well. And let's get him validated. Validate me, baby. Yes. I'll go ahead and copy that to clipboard and paste it back in. And then you get another nice little comment that you can, put in, made by so-and-so, yada, 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 whatever you want to do. So let's get these on the server and check it out. All right, here we are on that Vestovo rooftop of the tenement, and we've got our transmitter tower thingy there, and we've got a nice little sewer cover. This is where we're supposed to be logging off, so let's give it a shot. We'll go ahead and log off here. And then log back in and see where we wind up. We'll soon find out. Oh, character has been moved out from dangerous area. I understand. Here we are in a little bathroom of another apartment building up north. So that one seemed to have worked. Wunderbar. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to cheat and use admin tools here, and let's get ourselves teleported over to Tulga. And there you are, little Tulga. We'll get you, I think you're right around there. Alright, so let's head over there and use this guy. Here we got our transmitter. We got our little log off spot. We'll go ahead and log off here and log right back in. Two, one, and there we go. We have been moved. Let's get out of here. Where are we? We are right where we're supposed to be, up north. Alright, so both those worked. Perfecto. Make sure and join the DayZ BoosterZ Discord. We've already started collecting a bunch of coordinates that you can just copy and then paste into these things, all with locations and photos, so you'd be all set to make your own gameplay files. If you only have console and don't have editor place, we've got instructions here, so you just need to download this this GiftBox and then just replace these coordinates So if you set a fence where you want GiftBox small 1 where you want to log off, and then look in the logs later, and then put those coordinates, and then place something else like a fireplace, and use that as GiftBox small 2, and then put those coordinates in there, put the coordinates, save it, and then run it through the PRA converter, and then you'll have your file that way. Thanks for watching. One other thing, we've got new merch on the DayZ BoosterZ website, so we've got all sorts of new items available. We've got mouse pads, we've got stickers, we've got beer koozies, we've got all sorts of new stuff. So check it out, and I appreciate you watching, and make sure and click that subscribe. Talk to you later.